3D printing was invented by Charles Hull in 1984 when he first developed stereolithography, a printing process that enabled a tangible 3D object to be created from digital data. This process works like traditional inkjet printers. However, instead of ink, the 3D printers deposit the desired material in layers to create an object from a digital file. Later, in 1992, the first stereolithographic apparatus machine was produced by 3D Systems, which was co-founded by Charles Hull. 3D printing allows rapid development of parts and pieces, which can quickly go from the computer to the real world in a matter of minutes, and has a wide range of applications. In 1999, the first lab-grown organ was implanted in humans when young patients underwent urinary bladder augmentation using a 3D synthetic scaffold coated with their own cells. This technology by scientists at the Wake Forest Institute for Regenerative Medicine paved the way for developing other strategies to utilize 3D printing for organs. This is highly desirable as 3D printed organs made with the patient's own cells have little to no risk of rejection by the host. Charles Hull first took his 3D printer to Detroit to show automotive engineers how the printer could rapidly make parts for their prototype cars and engines. They watched with fascination as he printed parts for them. 3D printing has applications in a number of industries such as manufacturing, biotechnology, and logistics. Shoes by Brian uses 3D printing technology to create eco-friendly shoes, and founder Brian Olshansky, who was also a lecturer at Regent's University of London, believes that over the next 5 years, this could challenge the traditional mass manufacturing model. Whereas contemporary manufacturing models require scale and standardized design to produce high volumes of products, the new manufacturer is poised for one-off or small batch production, depending on which 3D printing technology is used. This new manufacturer also believes from the capability to implement mass customization, it takes as much time to make the same thing over and over again as it does to make a different part every time. Research by CCS Insight suggests the 3D printing market will grow from $1.15 billion in 2013 to $4.8 billion in 2018, with industrial applications accounting for 3/4 of revenue. Salome Galjard, a senior designer at engineering consultancy Arup, states the past year has seen a shift away from the hype around consumer usage towards a greater consideration of how 3D printing can be used in industrial applications. He states it could allow engineers to make things we weren't able to produce before using amazing optimization techniques. Storage and transport can become cheaper as products can be created on site, and even installation could be easier if the function of multiple products is integrated in one. The logic for 3D printing is compelling, as just one advantage for 3D printing is the fact that it utilizes additive manufacturing, where there is very little waste of resources compared to traditional reductive manufacturing, which takes longer and is more expensive due to more wasted materials. 3D printing also has the benefit of removing the chances for error that inherently comes with traditional homemade or assembly line manufacturing. A 3D printer will always print out a perfect copy of the original, and tooling for one is just as cheap as tooling for many. This is an advantage over traditional industrial manufacturing, where in order to change a product, The mold for each machine must be changed. On a 3D printer, only the blueprint would need to be changed. The blueprint could be uploaded to however many machines was necessary. Final 3D printed products also can be lighter, but just as strong. Another popular use of 3D printers is in the home, as hobbyists and 3D printing enthusiasts from across the globe have driven ever greater levels of popularity for the manufacturing medium. Want to get your own customized lightsaber? How about a pair of custom-fit Vulcan ears or a prop from the Terminator movies? It's now possible with 3D printing. 3D printing has had a big impact in the world of hobbies and interests. For these hobbyists, getting the right pieces and parts for their robots, RC cars, model airplanes, and much more could be a real struggle. If a company went out of business or supplies dried up, hobbyists would find themselves out of luck. That's changed thanks to 3D printing. Now they can keep a library of files to print out whatever items their hobby requires. This new technology has also opened up a door for hobbyists to build and customize their hobbies in ways never seen before. If, for example, a hobbyist thinks their model trains would look great with dinosaurs in the livestock cars, they can print up those dinosaurs in the right scale, customized to fit. "3D printing in the biotechnology field has only just started to yield large-scale advances. 3D printers already make custom and stylish, perfect fit prostheses for those with disabilities. However, they have applications in organ transplants, diabetes management, burn victim treatment, and dental replacement fittings. Let's take a look at how 3D bioprinters can change organ transplants. There are a lot of potential applications of this rapidly changing technology. 3D printing has the potential to become the greatest single disruptive phenomenon to impact the global logistics industry since the assembly lines were introduced in the early 20th century America. 3D printing brings the product to the client or consumer immediately and without the need for a large and costly workforce and supply chain. This could be incredibly disruptive to the current globalized economy. 3D printed organs and other medical applications could make now fatal diseases become routine surgery and eliminate the need for organ donors, with some even saying this could lead to human immortality. The true potential of this technology is only starting to be realized. From conquering death to eliminating whole economies, there is no telling where it would lead us next.